When it comes to people's wellness and well-being in the community, what role do you play?
I'm like a counselor, if you want to put it like that. I do a lot of talk therapy. Presently, I'm part of the Ifa community.
What is
Uh,
Ifa?
Ifa is the sacred tradition of the African people in West and Southwest Nigeria. But in Trinidad here, we have been practicing Ifa, though we call it Orisha. But I also want to say that what we practice is called Isheshe, because it's more after the nature of our ancestors here. It's a mix of spiritual schools coming together the way we address Ifa over here. Meaning you have, and it's based on Christianity, the spiritual Baptist people. They do Genesis to Revelation. And this is Trinidad way, this is the Sheshe way. So you would have that mix of the spiritual Baptist community and the Orisha community coming together. And over here, we would have called that the Shango Baptist situation. Presently, we have where recently Ifa in its original state arrived here. Now you could say we are doing Ifa Orisha, meaning we dealing with the tenets of Ifa in its original way, but we also treating with our Isheshe way, which is the Shango Baptist way also. Here in Trinidad, our mix is unique because I like to see, even when we here go Africa and we see the difference, what we are doing here is just as powerful as what's happening over there. And you would have some African people come over here and say, yeah, we have it, we have it going on in the original stance then.
I think
But
that's important because a lot of times, people from the mother countries can tell us that, we're doing things the wrong way because it's different. But I think
yeah,
it's important that we acknowledge, that the way that we practice is also meaningful. We may have preserved some things that are lost in the countries of origin, and we may have created some new things as well for our particular situations.
well, we had to, meaning, okay, so when you're speaking to Ifa, you're speaking to ritual practice as well. And what happened is you would have found that some of the items necessary for certain rituals in Africa, we don't have it here in Trinidad. So we would have had to find a substitute for that thing, that particular thing. So your own signature is always going to be in the mix of any recipe that you get, any remedy that you're following. Your own uniqueness must come into play. So Ishesha is like our own uniqueness within the Ifa situation then, Ishesha speaks to your family and the way your family went about operating and being. It speaks to what is home to you then. So you find even though they are the tenets of Ifa from Africa, when we address it with our local signature.